YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in the Chaos campaign. Now, before I kick off real quick, I just want to remind you all of something. I'm actually recording this on the road. I'm in Austin, Texas with MSI on a trip to go see AMD and talk about Ryzen. Please go check out the videos I put up. I'm going to be, so there's a link to MSI's giveaway. They're giving away one of 18 AM4 motherboards for Ryzen processors. Really need to go check it out. They have great motherboards for it, and if you're wanting to upgrade to play more Total War, Warhammer, or whatever it is that you're wanting to get into, it's a great opportunity. And then I am actually going to be doing a custom Ryzen PC build, and I am going to give that build away to someone in the audience. We're talking about like $1,000 giveaway. So if you initially come to watch my Total War videos and you saw that video and you're like, well, I'm not watching that, I'm not interested, trust me, you should be interested. We're talking about a massive giveaway. Go check it out for the details. That's all I'm going to talk about for now because I want to focus in on the campaign. But if you do want to learn more about what I just mentioned, feel free to go check out those videos, which will be up, and we'll have some fun with it. So the Kholek campaign, you all have given me some different advice. Like, I think you told me that basically whenever I awaken a tribe, which I do need to do, I think, to unlock certain lords, but I should just turn around and re-attack them and force them into submission, which is probably a good point. We'll do that from now on. And then I got some other tips on kind of recruiting armies and different types of stuff to get to. Like, someone told me that the Chosen wasn't very hard to get to. I'm trying to remember too. Pillar, Demonic Forge, and Holy Furnace, Lightning Grounds, Pillar of Skulls. I know there's an achievement for building enough of these too, which gets us to that point. So yeah, in any case, I think that we're good here. We've got plenty going on for now. But yeah, horde growth was, oh, that was the other thing you mentioned, horde growth. So basically, and I did see it towards the end of the first episode, but coming down here and upgrading this horde growth all the way up to +5 right here, that would obviously be smart, because horde growth has a huge impact on your ability to make your horde be more useful. So I think we are ready to end a turn in this case. But it seems like people mostly agreed with the route I was taking on technology, so that was good to hear, which was don't really waste time on the marauder units, just get the stuff that gives you more income. Look at that Kislev running in, trying to give themselves more defenses right where they were already defeated. So basically just moving in more crappy swords and everything else. I'd like to replenish more. I need maybe just a smidge more replenishment before I fight these guys. They really don't get a lot of extra forces from the garrison, and their force there isn't looking very good, so let's just spend a couple of turns replenishing a few of my troops. You get better replenishment after you smash someone, it seems like. We do have the pendulum now, and if these guys get real bunched up and we use the pendulum on them, it's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah, let's go just like one more turn of replenishment. I don't even know if I need to wait that long, but I'm going to go ahead and smash Kislev. I was going to raise their settlement, which is going to give me horde growth, but since they moved this other army into defend, it's kind of weird to see the AI moving into defend. Like, usually if they don't think they can win a battle outright, they will just ignore it and like go to the opposite corner of the map, basically. They seem very apprehensive about fighting where they don't want to. Speaking of fighting where they don't want to, this is going to be one of those situations. This looks like a different custom map here, I think, maybe. Maybe? I can't tell. It may be the same one that goes throughout Kislev. I do love the custom map pack, though. I really do. I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, this is a slightly different map. That's cool. So yeah, again, the custom map pack for the win there. Alright, let's get our Chaos Warriors. I'm going to do a similar type strategy where I just roll my heavy infantry as kind of the main attack force, and then the lighter infantry and monsters from the flank, because I want the terror to come from the flanks. And that will cause a chain route. Kholek and the sorcerer come up the center. And the cavalry and hounds come from behind. I'm just gonna group these certain units here just to make it easier to access them. And I'm gonna put these guys. Group them in. Okay, there we go. That ought to be good enough. Alright, got all my groups together. Should be good. Alright, we're gonna move everybody forward. It's gonna be a lot of crossbows in this battle. Go ahead and push in here. Okay, let's move these guys up in the back. I'm not going to take Kholek in quite that exposed. My Dragon Ogres were supposed to kind of shoot the gap here. Let's get him out of this combat. Get him through this gap. Actually, we can bring our horsemen over here to help with that. Let's bring in the horsies here to take down some of these crossbows. And let's look over here. Break through here. Bring these guys. Let's get our warhounds away from that. Okay. I think we are ready to bring up our main chaos line. I see a great opportunity for the pendulum. Oh, that should be beautiful. Yes, it was. Worked out great. Drop a mystifying miasma in there as well. Our halberds engaged there. Let's bring up Mr. the Suneater. Okay, got through over there. Okay, yeah, that's not good. Let's get our horsemen out of there. Yeah, they're starting to kick the bucket. How are we doing over here on this flank? Let's bring in the poison warhounds. Okay. Dragon Ogres come in. Let's put these guys onto skirmish. Bring them back around for some more work. Kholek, let's get into the back here and create some terror. I don't really know what Kholek's attacking or why, but let's bring in the warhounds here. Alright, I think we're in good shape now. I need to get some terror going with Kholek, or else this whole setup I got here is kind of pointless. So let's get Kholek over here, get into the back of these spears, see if we can cause some terror. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the debug camera, so I have to click into the terrain sometimes. Okay, back over here, push through with the Chaos Warriors. Looks like we could use another pendulum, maybe right here-ish. It's not going to be the world's best, but should work. There we go. Let's get Kholek over here after the enemy lord. There we go. Got the warhounds into the back of some of these archers. We're not getting the terror effect though, because I didn't get my monsters into the back of the enemy, and it's allowing them to last much longer in the fight than I would like. Alright, kill their lord. Gotta kill him. Okay, let's collapse in over here. The Dragon Ogres and the Cavalry are helping me get a chain route started. If we can break through just even one flank right here. Is there some reason why it's not selecting that Warhound when I click it? Alright, there we go. I think it gets stuck on the roof of that house. Alright, Kholek needs way more upgrades. I want to see these lords getting like 2-hit killed here. We got 82 kills with this sorcerer. That's not bad. There's really no one left to pendulum, but just because I can. Kill some of these poor routing schmoes there with the pendulum. Like I said, just because we can. And then I'm going to take Kholek and hit him with the healing potion before we go back to the campaign map. That way it's less time for him to replenish. So that should get him buffed up. to a decent degree. Okay, we're good. Let's end the battle. So yeah, these cheap Empire units really can't stand up to what I'm fielding here. I mean, the Marauder unit's not that great, but I got the buffs on them. And remember, this is in the very hard difficulty, so the AI actually has a significant degree of buffs. Like that 85 kills there on the Sorcerer, that was not bad at all. Just wait till we get Pit of Shades. Nice. Good victory loot. We are going to raise the settlement. That should drive up horde growth. I shouldn't have skipped through some of those. Can't switch into a camp just yet, but let's take Kholek. We can upgrade him. We can finally get Lord of the Storm, so that's going to do a ton of damage. Looking forward to that. There's a ward save here that comes open at level 14, which is going to be pretty clutch. I feel like we've finished some of the stuff over here that we need for now. Like, a lot of this is for Chosen and other units that I'm not really needing at the moment. So let's get Route Marcher and then start this Tribes of Chaos. I think that'll be the better way to go. Let's get the Enfeebling Foe, because it's going to be a great way to help the Withering, so it affects enemies in range. Actually, the Withering might be good to help drop leadership and cause chain routes faster. So let's go down that route. I think we're good to end a turn. I want to just kind of keep trying to put as much beating as possible on the enemy here, but I do got to watch out because everybody's at war with you, and you can definitely get jumped. You want me to just give you a gift? Rot, buddy. I had to give you a gift, like me coming over to visit, setting you straight, ugly. Ugh, Chaos Replenishment is slow. Alright, I'm going to try and replenish slowly as I move towards Erengrad. And we'll see if we can burn down Erengrad. Get some more horde growth. Let's see, so we can build up a building at this point. Chariots, honestly, would be massively awesome. Mounted blades. Upkeep for all units. So that's a handy one because it drops upkeep. That's how we get dragon ogres. Giants camp. Okay, here's the chariots. So we can do Unholy Furnace and get chariots. The chariots would be ridiculously good for us. I could replace my Marauder Horsemen with them and basically be able to do immense damage, and then eventually we could get to a Hell Cannon, and Gorbeast chariots. I do think that's what I want to do for now. I mean, if I upgrade this, it takes upkeep down even further and improves horde growth by a point, which is never a bad thing. Let's go ahead and get the chariots. Just make sure. I mean, I already have a sorcerer, so there's not really a whole lot of need for me to build that right now. I'm not high enough level to build the Planet into trophies. So let's do that. Okay. Let's go into the march. Move up, go into a camp so that we're slowly healing all our troops. Erengrad's gonna have very weak defenses, and it should be an easy sack and destroy. And as soon as I feel like I have enough money, I'll raise another stack, and I can just basically give it Kholek's army and then retrain an army for Kholek, and we'll just send one stack off to start wrecking people for more money while we rebuild the other. And running a negative income really isn't a huge problem as long as you're constantly winning battles and trashing other factions, basically. Bonus experience for Kholek, I'll take that. I'll take that every day of the week. He's going to pick up 2 skill points because he's up to level 10 now, and that's how my mod works. So let's do these Tribes of Chaos. So horde growth is now going to start going way up. That's good. So we're getting +5 per turn right now, so definitely good. Let's take this army here, because some of the units I'm waiting on to replenish are these Marauder Horsemen. Let's disband them. Recruit, and we're going to pick up some Chaos Chariots. And if the chariots are used right against all this light infantry, or just infantry in general that we come up with, they can do immense damage. It's a great way for me to not have to, or just basically be able to wreck through enemy infantry into skirmishers and stuff too. And we're gonna make some fun armies with Chaos before it's all said and done. Like some all ogre armies, or we'll just do some crazy armies just for fun before it's over. Get my chariots. Now we're gonna go assault Erengrad. And I'm guessing their forces are so weak that my chariots alone can mop up their whole army, which, if I get the opportunity, I think we'll do that. So we finished Banners of Ruin. And this has gotten us... so this is just more Marauder. Like, and Banners of Ruin even was kind of pointless, because it's just... well, I mean, it wasn't pointless. It helps my Marauders a little bit. I think this right here... Chaos Warrior, Aspiring Champion, and Chosen Units. So that's worth it. This is worth it. Chaos Spawn and Forsaken upgrades are worth it. Leadership. So let's go ahead and do this one right here. It's going to cost us some pretty serious coin. We're actually losing funds now because of the upkeep on our chariots. So let's get to work earning some more funds. Erengrad isn't really worth my time here. I'm going to go ahead and just auto-resolve it because I can. I don't really feel like fighting a walled settlement right now. It's kind of a bit too slow for me. I'm going to sack that and then raise it. What was that banner we just got? Banner of Rage. Augment constant to self if leadership is lower than 50. Wow, so it gives them unique psychology if leadership is lower than that's pretty cool. To the assigned unit. That'll be fun. Oh, someone was saying that I should get the sack and raise mod too. Yeah, I guess I could do that because it's probably just a waste of time to be. Oh, I should have gone into the camp stance. My bad. It's a waste of time for me to wait a turn to do this. I might add that mod too. It sounds like it's a pretty good mod for the experience of a Chaos campaign. Okay, so we finished that research. We can now start on this one, which is Blood for the Blood God, which should give us more loot. We like loot, don't we? I like loot. You like loot? We all like loot. Speed for Chaos? Yes, please. Enfeebling Foe, we'll take it. So, Lore of Shadows should be paying off quite marvelously. Raise this settlement. We picked up a ward save. Let's see if we can give it to this cat. We can. No basic armor. There's a weapon strength plus 10%. Oh, we're giving that to Kholek unless he's got something better. That one's only temporary. The armor piercing and weapon damage. This one's like 10% more weapon strength, period. Which that's like 50 more to his weapon strength. That's fantastic. Okay, here's that sorcerer. We'll give him the Hellfire Sword for now. No enchanted item. No casting item. Give him the deal to raise Chaos Corruption. Okay, and then Kholek has upgrades that we can give him. We can finish Tribes of Chaos. Income from raiding. Oh, this actually drives up sacking and looting income as well. So this Despoilers would be worth it, but I'm also going to get Unholy Resilience and then Lightning Strike. And then we'll finish Despoilers. And eventually we're going to do the ones up here for Kholek as well, because those ones up top will give him more personal fighting capability, which I also really like. So he's fairly successfully given Kislev a massive beating at this point. The Beastmen are up here. I kind of feel like kicking their heads around, but I'm going to hold off because I got a date for destruction with Kislev. And let's see. I think I'm good on this army for the time being. Yeah, let's just end the turn and keep moving towards Fort Ostrosk. I gotta check how long I've been recording for real quick. Okay, about 20 minutes in, so I got about 10 minutes left to do a normal episode here. Let's see what else we can get done. Yeah, as you camp and go along, your guys seem to get replenished. Yeah, Kislev's made another army here. I don't know how these guys can really afford that, considering the type of beating that I've given them.
I'll ignore that.
Okay, so it's giving these guys really good chances. I wonder how long it's going to take me to siege them out. Let's continue to siege. 9 turns. Good grief, it's a waste of time. It's definitely an annoying waste of time, but I'm going to go ahead and try and siege these guys out real quick. If they come out and attack me, I mean, I don't know if I can beat them or not. We'll see. I mean, I probably can, given the chariots and the pendulum and everything else. I mean, even though they outnumber me massively, I think we probably can. And they're not attacking me, which means the AI is probably somewhat worried about its ability to beat me as well. I may just fling through some turns here. I am losing money steadily, though, by being here, so it's not super ideal because I'm losing 300 per turn. And if I have to break the siege, then we're going to end up have just wasted a lot of time. 7 turns left times 300. Yeah, I'm going to lose like 2,000 some odd gold here. I think we'll be alright. Let's do it. Let's try and siege these guys out real quick. The Beastmen are rank 6. So if I pay them, they'll join the war against, I mean, you're not really even an ally with me, so I'm not really sure why that concerns you. Take your pleas elsewhere, you beast mooch. What are we at here? Probably like 5, 6. I hate this kind of stuff for siege. This is why a lot of people think siege battles are boring, I think. They could have been made to be a lot more fun, I think. Yeah, look at that. My allies over there trying to fight HeirofCarthage and getting their butt kicked. The dwarves, though, are kind of leaving their lands there, and they're going to be open. They're going to be open to a beating. I mean, I've got Kislev sieged here. 5 more turns. I'm definitely going to go through the dwarves after this, though, because I think the dwarves are going to be worth some good money. I'm going to go ahead and keep sieging these guys out, though, because I've already got it started. I might as well finish them up. See if I can really break these guys. Plus, it's helping me get some research done. That's going to give me more money from looting anyway. Let's go with evasion. Okay. I really cannot wait to get Pit of Shades. It is like one of my favorite spells in the entire game. Okay, what are we at? 3 turns left? Yeah, 3 turns left. It's so weird how the AI will just sit here and do this until they start taking huge attritional losses, knowing that their better chance would be to just come out and fight. It's very odd. Yeah, keep dreaming, Scaling. I'll be up to visit you soon, because I need to awaken some tribes so we can recruit Sigvald anyway. Yeah, sorry I'm just ended turns here, but I mean, that's that's part of a Chaos campaign when I've seen you end a lot of turns on stuff like this, because there's just not a whole lot to do. I think we got 1 more turn before these guys start suffering attrition. We're coming up on some horde growth too. We got some good horde growth going on right now. So once we get out of here, we should be able to build. So that upgrade to our horde growth and the skill points for Kholek was definitely well spent. Allies are getting their crap kicked by the dwarves up there. You know, if you would have been down helping me, we would have already been done with this. Then we could have helped each other with the dwarves. Talabek land is destroyed. These guys are going to start taking
I
attrition.
will not obey.
So after one turn, they should be attritioned up pretty good. And I may go ahead and assault them in their walls just for fun, but after I've softened them up considerably, because they had a lot of crossbows, to the point where it was actually kind of concerning. Yeah, they've taken serious attrition now. They really get to last 5 more turns. I'm gonna go 1 more turn just to really put the hurt on these guys, and then we'll assault what's left of their pathetic human force. I can't believe they just sat here and take us like, hey, we're getting siege. Let's just sit back and starve to death, and then, you know, like hope that the Rohirrim comes or something. Yeah, you want a peace treaty? I don't know if you want it bad enough. Let's counteroffer. It's only moderate. Yeah, you're not desperate enough yet. Okay. We're going to attack the fort at this point. The enemy forces are considerably weakened, and I think this will be fun. So this will be kind of a more traditional siege battle. Whenever you use these custom maps, I mean, I suppose people can build it in, but some of these mods, like the one that I'm using here, if the settlement has walls like this, and it's not like the provincial capital, I think that, or actually, yeah, I think if it's one of these minor settlements and they get walls, it defaults back to the one with walls, as opposed to the custom type settlement. So I think that's the way this one's working. All we need to do is just open a way for our chariots to get through. There we go. Let's get these guys and pick up the battering ram. Okay, alright. And let's drop. There we go. Let's put this marauder back over here. Alright. Put these guys behind. Kholek. I mean, do we really need a battering ram? I don't. You know, it probably would be good to have the battering ram deflect fire away from my monsters. Let's do that. Okay. Start the battle. Our winds of magic will have time to build up while we're getting on the walls. Alright, they're firing at my marauders. Okay, let's fast forward. Let our dudes hit the wall here. I don't think any of my towers are any significant danger here. Should be good. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to run Kholek straight at the gate, because all these crossbows up there kind of concerned me. But I think I may do it now that there's a distraction. Let's leave these guys as a distraction, because this will be faster. I'm just going to leave these Chaos Marauders here kind of as bait. More Chaos Marauders. Alright. My warriors are hitting the walls. Should be able to get plenty of work done. Here comes Kholek. I don't think Kholek can use his lightning on a wall, unfortunately. Ooh, actually he can. Question is can I do it without blasting my own guys to death? And I don't think that I can at the moment. Let's just soften these dudes. Well, I mean, like that's an even worthwhile target. Let's just save the lightning. Bring this guy up here. So Kholek is bashing his way through the gates. He's got dragon ogres to help him out too, so should significantly speed up the process. You can see this is one of those moments like where Gandalf was telling the men to prepare to fight against whatever comes through that door. And these guys over here, now of course they can see all the hammers and weapons clipping through the door, but you can imagine if they couldn't see that. They're like, yes, yes, we'll stand here, we'll defend our wives and children. We'll hold the ground for them. No one's gonna get through to my home. Yeah, or so they thought. Let's wait for it. Wait for it. Any moment now. Getting impatient. Okay, yeah, hang on. Let me get the right units selected here. Alright, alright, alright. Here we go, here we go. 78%. How is it taking so long for giant Kholek and all these guys to bash through the door? That seems a little bit obnoxious. Alright, all my infantry is not doing great per se, but they'll live. Or they won't live. One of the two. I don't really care. Okay, here we go, here we go. So this is what they get to see when my guys finally break through the door. And then this is what's going to rush them. Yeah, you were woefully underprepared to face what came through that door. Here's the garrison commander for the Empire. Nice defense, by the way. So yeah, he went down in almost one hit there to Kholek. Chaos Warriors with halberds. So my Chaos Warriors are doing quite well. My Marauders with great weapons actually doing pretty well for themselves. Let's bring these guys through the gate, get to the town center. Think that we need to get Chaos and these guys into the town center and start capping it. Force a victory condition. Okay. Alright, so I got my guys headed into the town square here. Let's do a mystifying miasma on these guys when I get close enough. There we go. Should increase the casting range. Take down some of these Empire Knights. Yeah, that's not going to be a whole lot of match for Mr. the Suneater. I think the AI, yeah, the AI is about to rout, but that's not good enough to me. I can't actually target this on them, so let's try and guesstimate right about here. Come on, do it, do it, do it. Strike them. Get them. I don't know if any of them actually got it there, but that's the kind of cruelty that I expect from my Chaos forces, fleeing or not fleeing. Wow, man, those Chaos Halberds were cleaning house on those guys. 101 kills, they were doing pretty good. Didn't get to use my chariots in this battle, which is unfortunate, but trust me, there will be chariot use. And tell me what other kind of units you want to see from Chaos, like what other kind of cool or crazy armies you want to see. Well, we earned all our money back there, so that was worth it. And let's go into a camp, and then we'll get ready to just raise the settlement on the next turn. So we should be able to do that, and we're going to finish our research there, so we should get more post-battle loot, I think is what we were working on. And then I'm going to go on and move on to the one that starts giving buffs to Chaos Warriors. Is there anything to help with replenishment? Let's take a look at that real quick. Because replenishment would be really handy because they're so slow. Ruination. Unit experience, recruitment capacity, ambush, corruption, lightning strike. So nothing down here looks like it impacts replenishment, which is kind of unfortunate, really. Yeah, I wonder if any of the buildings do. Let's take a look. Recruitment capacity, upkeep. Let's see if there's any advanced military recruitment, basic military recruitment. Chaos Giant. Let's go ahead and, I wonder if it makes sense to roll the upgrade on that building. Because then we'll have more potential. Ooh, Forsaken. Golly, that's going to be great. That is going to be fantastic. Leadership for Chaos Warriors. Let's do this +5 attack. Okay, I think that'll leave us in good shape. Let's end this turn, and then tear down Fort Ostrosk on the next turn. I think we've earned it after all that time we had to camp around. Their army was like completely destitute by the time we attacked them. Looks like my ally is getting pretty destitute too. Maybe a good time to go attack them and force them into submission. Okay, let's get this. Let's auto-resolve this. Raise it. Physical resistance. Don't mind if I do. Is that can Kholek use that? Let's go check out. So that's a 15% ward save. Ward save, any type of damage is reduced by this amount. Yeah, okay, we're going to keep the ward save. But for now, this Talisman of Protection is only a 10% ward save versus 15% physical resistance. I'm going to go with the physical resistance because he's probably more likely to be running into physical damage at the moment, I guess. I don't know. We'll see whether or not that's the right decision. I think it'll be a good decision. Let's do one more on despoilers. Let's actually hit the despoilers here, and then we'll do the Unholy Resilience and Lightning Strike. I think that's going to be all the time I have for this episode. I will be back soon, and guess what we just unlocked? Pit of Shades, that's right, and Occam's Mind Razor. Can you even imagine using that with Kholek? That's going to be absurd. Absolutely absurd, and I'm looking forward to it. So I will see you on the next episode. We're going to have a lot of fun. HeirofCarthage signing out for now.